Hi there, welcome to my guide on extracting the audio from Riot Games Valorant. So today we're going to be using two tools to do this. One is called WY's Unpacker, it's a WY's file unpacker / extractor, and the other is quickbms, a generic file extractor and reimporter. So the other thing, by the way, we need is a script for quickbms. I'll provide all these links in the description. This process is quite simple. It can be a bit lengthy, especially if you want to do a big bulk convert, but today I'm going to show you how to do one champion, or one agent rather, to keep it simple for time. I don't know if I already clicked download on these. Yeah, I did. So let me just download this to make sure I've got everything, and there we go. So, did I download quickbms? Looks like I didn't. Let me quickly rectify that. Sorry about this. Okay. The reason why these will be here is because I've tried to record this a few times and failed miserably at parts, but we'll get there eventually. So, once these tools are on your folder of choice, your downloads, your desktop, wherever they went, I'm sure you can manage to get a hold of them. Simply extract them from the raw files and essentially, in air quotes, install them. So once they've been extracted, you want to get this script file to somewhere you will remember where it is. Wherever that is, good for you. I like to put it in the folder for quickbms just to keep things simple. And then we will move on to the actual extraction part of the tutorial, or guide, demonstration, whatever you want to call this. So quickbms is opened. It's asking you which BMS script to use. We are going to use the Unreal Tournament 4 script, and then it's going to ask us what files we want to input, what pack files you want to convert / extract. So this is where you want to find your Valorant directory. Once you've found it, you want to go through Live, Shooter Game, Content, Packs, and then this file here, US Audio Windows Client Pack, contains all the voiceovers for all agents in the game. Base Audio Windows Client contains every single sound in the game, which may include audio. I bulk converted both at the same time. I couldn't tell you if it does. Just to be safe, I would recommend clicking just the voiceover one first, making sure you get a hang of this before trying a big bulk conversion. And then after this, it's going to ask you where to output these files. Now, in your desktop, or wherever your WY's Unpacker file is, you want to navigate here and then save it in the game files folder. Now, once you click save, it's going to go ahead and try extract, but it's going to find that it's encrypted. Use this encryption key in the description I will provide. The community has known this encryption key for a couple of weeks, maybe a month now. It's not new. A lot of people have been extracting 3D models from Blender to make fan animations and such. I'm sure you can imagine what kind of stuff's been made of that. As Todd Howell would say, degenerates. Anyway, QBMS, that is the quickbms part of the tutorial out the way. The tutorial. So, we now have a game files folder full of banks of voice lines. Now, what happens here is if we try to bulk convert these, it's going to create a bunch of duplicate files. What I would recommend you doing is to solve this problem, simply make another folder called banks, copy all of them into this folder, and then do one you want to try out first. This is just so it's a bit cleaner for yourself, so you're not just spamming the A button on command prompt all the time and not sure if it's stuck, if you're doing it right. Just do this one time to make sure you're getting it right. Maybe do it for the only ones you want, and this will keep you true to it, making sure you're not spending time, essentially wasted time and not getting files. Anyway, now we want to click unpack to OGG, and actually I think it's found these banks anyway. I think it has. Let me close this really quick, and what we actually want to do, just move this banks folder out of game files, and I need to clear the decoding really quickly. This is not part of the tutorial. This is me being a fool. Yeah, the last couple of times I've tried to record this, I've essentially sat down and attempted a massive bulk conversion of all the VO event voiceovers, and it just, it's a bunch of conflicts and duplicates, and I need to sit there spamming A, which is obviously not good for a tutorial video. This is already running quite long. Anyway, we have Vampire, which is Reyna's voice lines. Events, I believe, is probably the quick communication, and media is maybe the one of the other, essentially, as a like actual communication, and then the other is like her ability, like reactions in the game. So unpacked OGG, and here we go. This is just Reyna's stuff here. Why is it stopped? Right, let me try deleting decoding again. I won't click the command prompt this time. Hopefully I can edit this bit. Okay, so click OGG, and it's going to say there's some duplicates. Just hit A, which means overwrite all the files without asking. It's essentially just means continue. And now we're at the stage where it's converting the raw WAV files to OGG files. And we should be just about done soon. So personally, I've been using this for a Valorant website I'm working on for lineups. I'll quickly plug myself just to be sure. I've already had a question about this, just maybe I can show you this, my guy. Ignore this is for testing purposes, but essentially I wanted the sound clip.
I am everywhere.
I currently have
Pay attention, might learn something.
From the Spotlights videos. They're quite good for it, but obviously he hasn't uploaded all of them currently, but you know, I've definitely sorted that now.
We are immovable.
So essentially it's just, you know, trying to find lineups, which is nice, just in the off if you're in a game or whatever, and you can quickly do that. I plan on doing some of my own. I plan on linking some YouTube videos. I'll be able to also make it so that the community can upload some as well through GitHub. Quite simple. Create section as well, you know, maps, you know, child pin, you know, the abilities here. We can draw pins here, you know, that's the child pin, and the main pin. We can drag this about, we can position it, we can put multiple child pins in here, then we click draw pins, you enter some data, and you copy it and make a GitHub pull request. Anyway, now that our conversions have completed, you should see this screen. Should I delete BNKs and PCKs from the game files folder? So this is where I would usually say yes, so that I would know I've converted these files, I don't need these files anymore. And there we go, unpacked audio. So now in the WYs folder, if you go to OGG, which if you clicked OGG it should be OGG, if you clicked MP3 it'll be MP3, you'll have all the audio files you want. So I'm using 1amp here.
Break them.
There you go. I'm just gonna put all these in here just now in the playlist so we can hear some of them.
Buying. Out of charges. Break them. Hola. Impressive. Clear this area. Hush. Need scouting. Hold. Spikes here. What do you need? B. Are spikes down? Gun here. B. Hold it. And I'm still hungry. Ugh.
So, do this for any character you want. Even do a bulk. Keep pressing A every time it says there's a duplicate. It will eventually finish. I wouldn't recommend doing it like that. Like I said, I would recommend doing it individually just to keep yourself right. Essentially, if you do it this way as well, you can come into the OGG folder, and that way you can folder them up each time, and it's it's just neater, it's so much simpler. I would highly recommend doing it like that, a step at a time. Also find the Google Drive link I've provided on Reddit, and also this YouTube video for these voice lines to save yourself from doing it, you know,
Need equipment. Rotating.
And I've already done it. So if you want some actual sound effects, do the same process essentially is what I'm saying from the base audio pack. Anyway, that is it for this guide. I hope this has provided some insight into the process. There are similar tutorials on YouTube that cover game audio extraction. This is specifically for Valorant. If you were to go and do it for another game you wished to extract, I would look at those tutorials. This process will always be slightly different for certain games due to different file formats and essentially other reasons as well, such as we need different scripts for different games, just simply because the hierarchy and the architecture is different within the Unreal Engine. Anyway, that is it from me. If you have any more questions, post in the comments, file me a message on Reddit, and I'll hopefully get back to you within due time. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned how to extract your audio from Valorant. Enjoy the projects you're going to make with it. Cheers.